Paige, do you want to do a roll call?
Douglas Benschoter,
Here.
David Larson,
Here.
Stephanie Garner, David Huser,
Here.
John Meyer,
Here.
Kate Payne,
Here.
Kathy Olson.
Okay. First item on the agenda for October 6th.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. So now we have, the next item is approval of your minutes from the September 1 meeting. Is there a motion?
I move they be approved as presented.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion passes. Now we'll open up the public hearing. The first item is a special use roof-mounted solar system at 107 Fairholm Drive. Paige, do you want to give us a little background on this, or?
Yeah, just a quick, Mike Young applied to put a roof-mounted solar system, which would be on the southwest portion of the garage at 107 Fairholm Drive. It's not going to be facing the street.
Okay.
Julian, were you saying something there? We're sorry.
No, I'm sorry, I was taking you off of my speakerphone.
Okay. So we'll open up public hearing. Is there anyone that would like to, from the public, would like to make any comments about this, or do we want to talk about it first and look at it?
Make a comment and give it to me.
Sure.
No, I just was,
So would you please, I'm sorry, would you please identify your name and your address?
yes, Mike Young at 107 Fairholm.
Okay.
And we've, noticed a few people that had solar arrays on their homes and stuff, and we've looked about, energy practicality of it as far as green energy and whatnot. And then, of course, after you get the thing break-even point, then you can have a little better cost on your electric services. So we thought we'd give it a shot, and the south garage roof is really a nice location for it, because if you look at the street, the roof sits this way, and the roll-up panel's gonna sit over here like this, so it's not even really visible, although I know I've seen some up in Ramper Edition that they're totally visible, they're on the street side, but that's mostly just a way to invest in some energy savings. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Any discussion? I mean, my only comment would be, I was looking through some of the prepared documents, and it looks like it was pretty well prepared. There's engineering background on this. Looks like it was pretty thorough.
Yeah, you can close your public hearing if nobody else.
Nope. No, there's two items. Okay, we'll close the public hearing on the first item. Now we can have discussion.
I was gonna ask, just for all and my understanding better, so I know we have like offsets for fire, right? Access for firefighters or something. Is there a hard and fast rule on that we know of?
For the solar panels?
Well, for access around them. I thought there was kind of an offset from the edge. And it may be a question for others.
Our code says they can go right up to the edge of the roof. It can't extend past.
Okay. Thank you.
And assume that well, everyone received a copy of those neighbors that were in proximity to the property, and they had the opportunity to be here.
Correct. And we received no written comments.
Right. Okay. I would entertain a motion.
No more discussion. So I'll move that the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of the special provisional use application to install a roof-mounted solar system at 107 Fairholm Drive, Waverly, Iowa, to the Board of Adjustment.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any other discussion? Okay, all in favor, please identify by saying yes.
Yes.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, the next item.
Julian, I think that's all for you, so I'm gonna hang up. Thanks for dialing in.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a great day, guys.
Yep. Thanks a lot. Okay, the next time we'll open up the public hearing. It's a rezoning of the north section of parcel ID 1007-101024 from residential R2 to C2, commercial district. Anybody would like to make any comments, or is anybody from the public that would like to speak? Name and address?
I'm Matt Wells, owner of Wells Hollow Landscaping, and the address is 3500 East Bremer Avenue. So we just need more space. We need more storage, and it just makes sense to kind of keep moving that way to the end of, what is that street?
Monahan Drive.
Monahan, thank you.
Yep.
To the end of Monahan Drive, so. So we're asking to go from R2 to C2 in that area.
Any questions?
Well, and I understand that the rezoning only goes down to the north line of Monahan Drive extended.
Correct.
Okay.
That was that was the question I had, John, thank you. So and I didn't see that in here, and I was looking for it. So the rezoning only goes down to the north end of Monahan
Yeah,
Drive?
you had to look into the application for zoning. If you look
Got
at the
it.
zoning application, it's on there.
Because my question was, we're going to change the southern portion of that to C2, and I don't think you'd want to do that south of Monahan, right?
No.
Right, because that's currently like a farm field or something, or just an open field.
Well, it is R2,
It's R2
Ours
current.
are-
It's currently R2.
but
Correct.
it is R2, but at the moment, we don't have
Okay.
any,
But it is in there, huh, John?
It's here.
Yeah, if you look at the
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It's
zoning
in,
application,
Yeah.
Oh, rezoning
It's
application.
an attachment to that.
it's an attachment to the application.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that, team.
So,
I look for it.
a question I would have, just looking at it a little bit, so, do you anticipate a little bit of, traffic from your equipment in and out on Monahan, or are you gonna still use Bremer?
majority is, on Bremer. It's
Yep.
just more, as you can see, and I don't know how it happened, but there's a building already that's kind of splitting that line.
Sure.
That we did get a building permit.
Yep.
We just need more space. And so it just makes sense with the hill and that sort of thing. We really don't even want to take up all that, but it just makes sense to kind of rezone that entire area. But yeah, we just need more storage, and we want the possibility to build a building just kind of right on that line.
All right, so
Really.
most of the traffic would stay on Bremer or whatever. It's
Yes.
a couple times a day you're in and out, I'm sure.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And my only concern would have been that too, Dave, is that using that residential road on Monahan, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense to go all the way around
It doesn't, no.
for you guys. It's
No.
just
There's a
easier to go right
park
through
there. I mean, we'll move some semis through there, you know what I mean, occasionally, just to kind of make that swoop, but that's even rarely that we'll
Right.
do that even, so yeah.
So they don't have to try to turn around or back up.
Correct.
or-
Yep.
What is the zoning of the gray area to the west that's on the,
Current zoning map?
yeah?
The top portion of it,
Yeah, what is that?
that's R4. So that one parcel to the west is actually 3 different zonings within the one parcel. We've got R4, and then the darker blue would be R2.
Can you
I don't
bring that up
see
right there,
that.
page, or not? Oh, you don't, okay.
Actually,
It's,
yeah, it's just, there's that Pine Street.
Yeah, Pine Street
It goes
ends in a
right
gray
into it, and then it
area.
becomes R4.
Right.
So the plan there,
I mean, it looks,
think, in the
Let's see.
zoning,
The color gray is an M1, right?
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
It seems
'cause
like it is.
It
That
should-
top portion,
Yeah,
that's R4.
But why is it gray? Because gray,
gray is an M1.
No, gray is R4. Look at here.
There's two different types of gray. If you look
Here's R4.
at Standard Nutrition to the north of Bremer, that's a darker gray.
Okay, see, I was
So
looking
that
at the
R4
bottom
is supposed to be a
of the
really
gray
light blue.
there. See that gray down below? Right here?
Yeah.
That's where I was coming up with the M1.
Oh, I see that M1. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's, I think, I don't,
I mean,
it's, man, it's, I think it's a light blue.
Okay, all right.
that Pine Street subdivision that's in there, that was intended to be commercial as far as
Yeah.
Pine Street is.
Yeah.
And then it was supposed to be multifamily to R2. It's a transition. But, yeah.
Which I think, in keeping with the land use plan, the idea was to have commercial on Bremer, and then with a barrier, not a barrier, but the next layer might have been multiple, R4 with multiple housing, and then R2.
And I think the future just shows residential, right? It doesn't break it
Yeah,
down
right.
by
Kate's
number.
question, but.
But yeah, the future doesn't, but the current zoning plan does show something different. I was just wanting to know what it was because it wasn't tagged with a note and I couldn't discern the color.
So I guess the next question is, then does this need to get replatted?
No, we can rezone just a portion of the parcel
Okay.
without doing a
Okay.
replat.
Okay. Good. Okay, any other questions for Matt? Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Any other questions, or any other people in the public like to speak? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Any further discussion? About stuff?
I would move the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of the rezoning application for the north section of that parcel from R2 to C2.
Second motion.
We got a second? All in favor, please identify by saying yes.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to the next item, regular business. Is there more regular business? Which I don't understand why there's regular business if it's not in the category.
Separate from the open public hearing.
Next item, any old business? Any new business?
Nope.
I move that we adjourn.
Oh, I do have a second. We have all in favor?
Yes.
Yes?
Okay,
All
nice
opposed?
when it goes that fast.
Thank you.
12 minutes.